So, it's me, your little boy, it's Samson. I have this amazing video to give you choosing ones. Their own word, their own decision, their own fate is accurately destroying them. And I want you choosing ones to keep the faith because you are totally different. I have something different for us to do today. Let me tell you, they may be saying all is not well, but let me tell you, you have to keep saying all is well. All will be great. They may be saying they are broke, they are not rich, they don't have money, they don't have resources, they can't feed themselves, they can't do nothing, they can't do or they can't stand, they can't build themselves. Things are becoming tough, life is becoming hard, but let me tell you what you need to say. Say all is working out for my own good. Because let me tell you, things may not be going all right now. You may not have money right within you. You may not have finance right within you. You may not have that good job you are always dreaming to have every day. You may not be living in that house that you are dreaming to live. You may not have that money to start that foundation of your own house. You may not have that money right now to build your own to build your own house, to have your own car, to have your own children, to build your own family. You may not have that resources right now, but that does not mean that your world is going to work negatively. That does not mean that God have nothing to offer you in this world. That does not mean God is not hearing what you are expecting or what you want him to do for you. Because let me tell you, God is accurately hearing everything that you accurately expect him to do, choosing ones. So let me tell you, all is accurately about to work out for your own good. Sometimes God allows things to go dry in our life so that we can be able to understand where we are coming from. Yes, one day I was talking to one of my friends. So this my friend was telling me a word. He said, Samson, you have to buy shoe, you have to buy this, you have to buy expensive shoe, buy expensive cloth, do this, do that. I look at him, I say, oh my God, no wonder God accurately allowed me to go through what I have gone through in year 2019, that I end up become homeless. I look at the man, I said, oh, you are seeing me. But deep inside me, all that I was saying, after he have said all those words, all that I was saying is that, you have no idea about my story. If you know my story, you will encourage me to make sure I do what I secure tomorrow. Why? Because sometimes God allow you to go through some certain process in order for you to be able to manage what is ahead of you. Let me tell you, in years back, I accurately come to a point of concluding within myself that it is time to give up. It is time to go to the Father. Why am I saying this? Majority of us, we are trying to let the devil allow their own word to function in our life. Majority of us, we want to allow the devil to manifest deeply. Let me tell you, you may not have money right now, does not mean you are not going to have it. You may not be growing right now, does not mean you are not going to grow. You may not be succeeding the way you want, that does not mean that you are not going to succeed. You may not be prospering the way you expected or you are expecting to prosper, does not mean God is not going to do what he have already declared and what he have already made up his mind to do for you. Why? Because his word, he will never change. So let me tell you, everything you are asking for, everything you are hoping for, everything you are waiting for, God have them already for you. So don't come to the point of looking like, there is no faith to activate it. Because of the fact that you are now facing some challenges does not mean God have not been working. Because let me tell you, a lot of people, what are destroying them? A lot of people what are destroying them, and they are watching you because they know that there's something ahead of you. There is something different about you, and that is why some of them will come into your life in order for them to pollute it. Because let me tell you, nobody will ever fight something that they don't wish to have. Nobody will ever try to convince you when they know that you are accurately not on the right path. Nobody will be able to force you, or when they discover that you are not what you are on the wrong path. Some people will accurately, maybe they love you, they will look at you and say, oh, this thing you are doing is not good, not with force, but when you come to the point where you start to see people putting in effort in order for them to use their word against you, it simply means you are on the right path. So let me tell you, you may not have that, but that does not mean you will end up like everyone. You may not have enough right now, but that does not mean you are not going to have it tomorrow. Because let me tell you, God have his own ways of working. God have his own marvelous way of blessing. When the blessings of God come upon a man, even the story will become his glory. So let me tell you, God is not yet done with you. Keep the faith. Remain blessed.